Hi, this is Ryder, creator of the Bullet Journal, and today I wanted to talk a little bit about habits. So we're about 6 weeks into the new year, and this is where we start to struggle with our habits a little bit. And a lot of the times that's because we need a simple way to hold ourselves accountable other than sheer willpower. One very powerful way to do this is actually to create a habit tracker. This is one of the reasons why habit trackers are really popular in the Bullet Journal community. So today I wanted to show you a super simple habit tracker that I designed that's helped me stay on top of my habits.
To set up the simple habit tracker, we're going to piggyback on Monthly Logs calendar page. All we have to do is map our habits on the existing dates. Before I do that, I'm going to create a key. I use the first letter of the habit as its bullet. If I have a collection connected to this habit, let's say a gym log where I write down my weights, I can simply thread it by adding the page number. I create the key not for my current self, I create it for my future self, so I don't forget what I was tracking. Now let's map this key onto the dates. First, copy the key next to the name of the month. I'll do this in the inner edge of the book to leave room for calendar events. To track my habits, I'll use the task bullet. In this case, it serves two purposes. One, to mark off each time I complete the action related to the habit. Two, to schedule the days I will take the action. You'll note that I only schedule the first week. I left the other weeks blank on purpose. Here's an example of what I aspire to. And here's the reality of my effort. It's at this point where I have two options. I beat myself up and quit and gain nothing, or I give myself credit for what I did do and try to stick to that. So next week, I'm going to schedule my actions based on those of the previous week. Note that I leave blank squares. This achieves a balance. It makes your habits seem less intimidating while giving you the freedom to do more should you want to. By the end of the month, you'll have had 4 weeks to figure out what works for you. Speaking of which, there's another important feature here that will help you tune your habits. The Monthly Logs calendar page can be used as a traditional calendar, where you plan things ahead of time, but it can also be used as a timeline. Again, a lot of our calendars reflect what we thought would happen, which is often very different from what actually did happen. If you log events on your calendar page after they happen, you have an accurate account of how events unfolded. It's these events that can influence your commitment to your habits. For example, if you realize that you're working late a lot, chances are a lot of your habits are falling away. Or if you're not sleeping enough, you end up not making it to your gym session. Having this timeline can help you correlate your performance with your experience. It can give you the context to help you change your behavior to better align with your ambition.
So that's the super simple habit tracker. I hope you guys find it useful to help you stick to your goals. If you have any questions regarding the habit tracker, please leave them in the comments below. I also wrote a couple articles on the Bullet Journal blog regarding goals that you can check out. I'll link that down below as well. So if you have any questions regarding the habit tracker or anything Bullet Journal related, please let me know. That's the content I use to create these videos. If you want more Bullet Journal content, also think about subscribing to our monthly newsletter, where a lot of the articles that we feature on our blog are actually written by the community. And it's really cool to be able to see what people do with the Bullet Journal, how they personalize it and make it their own. Some people are very minimalistic and some people are very artistic. But in both cases, we always try to find people who've taken the Bullet Journal, really understand the core principles, and then build on top of them to personalize it. And it's really interesting to see how they can map it onto so many different kinds of lives, whether you're students or parents or as parent going to school, all of the above. It's always interesting to see how people use it. So please check out our blog. It's at bulletjournal.com. If you like this video, please hit like and subscribe to our channel, and I'll see you next time. Happy bullet journaling.